They brought a lot of experience, and I think that just being able to work with me, they brought a lot of versatility and ability to do certain things that work better with like me and my body type, I think. So.
Is there anything for you that guard fits you better, do you think?
I think so. I think I'd play wherever they ask me to, but I think guard for my body type is good, and I think whatever coach needs me is what I'm going to play.
What's the body type for a guard?
I don't think there's a specific type. Everyone plays at different types. I think that for me, I like playing a little bit bigger. I like trying to be a bigger, stronger guy, but I think there's no specific type for guard. I think whatever gets the job done.
Sorry if this is a retread, but just 3 days into camp, what's been your feeling and assessment? Or I guess 4 days.
I feel like we're gelling really well. We're getting into the flow a lot quicker. We're communicating a lot better, and I feel like we have a better grasp of everything together as a unit.
I know there may not be one point, but is there a point where you go, yeah, this line is ready to go?
Yeah, I feel like we're ready for whatever gets tossed our way. I feel like we're going to be able to handle it, whatever situations they're thrown our way. We're going to be able to communicate, adjust, and handle it together.
Josh, how would you describe the keys of being able to at least look to one side and know that Kreutz is there as a guard, and how does that provide a comfort level for the interior guys knowing we've played with this guy before, we know who he is?
Oh, are you asking like what?
As a guard, like it seems like the interior guys know at least the center is a pretty rock solid guy that we've played with and we can trust and we know is pretty solid.
I'd say we trust Kreutz with everything. He makes the call, even if it's wrong, which it rarely is, if ever. And we're all wrong together. We're all right together, which is most of the time right.
It seems like the interior guys just have a real comfort level and have a camaraderie that develops over time. Just have you guys noticed that, whether it was in spring or early in this camp?
Yeah, I'd say we trust Kreutz a lot. I trust him a whole lot because I've been with him since day one. I know how smart he is. I know he might see stuff that I don't see, so I know that I trust his call more than anything else.
Josh, you got here, I wouldn't say depth was very deep in the offensive line room when you first got here, and now there's a lot more. How do you feel about it when you're out there, or just maybe the competition now that there's like a lot of guys that seem ready?
I feel like there's a lot of depth now. I feel like it's just like when I first got here and they're bringing in all the transfers. It's the same depth. It's competition every day. Iron sharpens iron. I feel like I want that. I want competition that's going to bring out the best every day and make me go compete. So I love that competition level.
I've never heard a football coach say they don't want to run the ball, but it seems to be a huge element going into this year. How much are you guys talking as a line about we have to have this aspect of the game down?
One thing I'd say is we want to make the holes. We don't want the running back to try and have to guess where the hole is. So we're trying to open up the holes because great teams are able to run it, especially when everyone knows. That's why we do it every single day. We make sure that we have a sense to run and that you're able to do it, even though they are aware of it, like on 3rd and goal or something like that.
What have you seen thus far out of the running backs when those holes are created?
I've seen them doing their job. They hit the holes. There's learning curves that they learn just as we do, but I feel like they've made a lot of jumps and they're really explosive, big backs that can do a lot of stuff with a lot of other versatility to them.
When it comes to being a part of this full offensive line unit, so a position that requires a lot of communication, when you're coming in with freshmen, now transfers becoming a bigger part of the game, how hard is it, or maybe easier than maybe expected, to get everyone on the same page and communicating properly?
I feel like for us it's pretty easy to get everyone on the same page. We have three guys that have been here for a while together. Me and Kreutz came in together. We're able to communicate very well, and so it's just getting the 2 guys on the same page as us, which is really nice to have them during spring ball to get us all on the same page.
Josh, I think I've asked you this before, but being a type 1 diabetic, like with the amount of nutritionist people here in the building, have they helped you, or is it just kind of an individual plan for you that you came here with?
Yeah, they helped me out a lot. Like the other day, my blood sugar went a little low during practice, so they made sure to get the meter to me. I got a Gatorade right there. I got the water. People all know that I'm type 1 diabetic, so they're able to help me out if they see something's wrong, like before practice. If they see that I'm a little low, they're able to let people know and then get me sugar and make sure I test before practice.
Is there anything they're doing since you've been here that's either new that has helped you, like from a plan standpoint, or like either like you just described, or pre-practice, post-practice, that you'd never done before?
One of the main things is I've been working a lot with Jake. Jake, our nutritionist, he's been a great asset. We've been messing around with carbing way before, so like my lunch is a heavy carb, so that way right before the game I don't have to use many carbs. It could be more of like a protein with fewer carbs or slower acting carbs with like peanut butter sandwiches, stuff like that. That's able to help sustain me at a level of glucose throughout the entire practice, so that way it goes over to the game and I'm able to keep a level head throughout the entire game.
When it comes to the team, and I think I should say more specifically the offensive line in the offseason, what kind of things were you guys focused on and maybe still focused on here in training camp as you guys get ready for that 2024 season?
I'd say we have to be able to run the ball when everyone knows it. We have to make sure everything's sound. We not folding and being able to rise up to situations when they come, and being able to depend that, hey, when it's 3rd and 1, they know that we're going to be able to do it. We're going to be able to move the shade. We're going to be able to move the nose, and we're going to be able to get the first.
Josh, what's been the key? You got obviously the 2 new tackles, JC and Melvin. When you bring in veteran guys that have played a lot like they have, what's the key of getting them integrated? Is it no different than an incoming freshman, or does it feel different with an older guy?
With an older guy, I feel like it's more just talking to them, like interacting, spending time with them outside, being able to get on the same page, talking, but they have a lot more game experience. They know how to handle situations more. They know the plays, like the base of zone. They know what zone rules are. They know what defensive fronts are. So it's more getting them up to date with our certain calls rather than just teaching them the ball at this level. So I feel like it's beneficial in that way.
Nice, Josh.